Hi, hello. This is going to be a different kind of video than I'm ever used to recording, and this is my first time recording a video in months. So please forgive me if this takes a little bit and there's a lot of editing or there's just a lot of stuttering. And yeah, let's get straight into the topic of this video, which is I grew up without friends. In other words, how that has affected me. And I'm gonna get into like the reason why I think I grew up and didn't have many friends or no friends at all. And it all breaks down to me being very antisocial and insecure. It's something that I've dealt with my entire life, and it's not getting better. I'm at the age of 19 years old, about to turn 20 here in 4 months, and it's not getting any better. I've came out of my shell a little bit, talked to some new people, but I'm not really having the easiest time talking to new people. I'm still very antisocial. I don't have that many friends, and the friends I do have, I don't talk to that much. So, but that's a topic for another video about my mental health now and my psyche now. But we're going to talk about it growing up. And uh if you can relate to this video at all, please let me hear about it in the comment section below, and I would love to talk to you guys about it. I feel like it's easier to talk when you can't see the person that you're talking to, like you can't see their face, see their reaction when you're telling them things. And yeah, so growing up as a kid, I was very antisocial, like I said, and that was not the easiest on me. Um, Growing up, everyone had their own friend groups, in like elementary and middle school. And I was not a part of that. And that's not because I was an inside kid or like I didn't participate in any after school activities or anything. I played sports. Like I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball. Like I did stuff in school. I played during recess, but I never really made friends, if that makes any sense. Like, I was around everyone, but no one wanted to be around me when they didn't have to be, if that makes more sense. But yeah, in elementary school, I had literally no friends. But as a kid, you don't really realize it. Or at least I did. I feel like as a kid, most people as kids are like, oh, like I everyone else has a best friend and then I don't. I didn't really feel that way. Like weirdly enough, like I just kind of had the same routine every day, and that was just getting up, going to school, coming home, playing video games, going to sleep, and in the meantime, in between that, just playing with toys or just hanging out with my family. And that I think is what caused me to not really have friends going into middle school either, because I was never really out there. I can't say I didn't have any friends though. I did have one friend, his name's Adam. He's very chill. He is kind of like me though, where he didn't really have any friends either. And the whole reason we're even friends to begin with is like my mom and his grandma worked together, and then like his mom and my mom are the same age, so like they were linked like that. And we're the same age, so as a kid, we were just like, oh, like put them together, they can hang out. And yeah, we ended up becoming friends. But that was like my only friend in elementary school. And you know Adam's a very antisocial person, kind of like myself, so we don't hang out all that often. Like neither one of us is really like outgoing or trying to like make a bunch of plans. We're both just trying to like live our own lives, and like we check up on each other, like talk about like random things when they come up. Like we both really enjoy sports. That's how we bonded to begin with. And we just like randomly will be like, "Oh, you see that game last week?" Or, "Oh, you see that game last night? Oh, you trying to go see this basketball game?" Like that's more of our speed. Like we do impromptu, like just, "Yo, you trying to do something?" hangouts. It's not really like planning something or having multiple hangouts over the span of like a week or a month. But yeah, he was like my only friend in elementary or middle school. And that really, I think, screwed with me mentally, because I didn't get the same like social activity as every other kid did in elementary school or middle school. Like I talked to people, don't get me wrong, but like when everyone went home at the end of the day, nobody talked to me. Like I went on Instagram, went on Snapchat, anything like that. I had them all added. Everyone from my school, I had them added, but nobody was contacting me. Nobody wanted to message me. No one wanted to do anything. And that's part of it's on me. I'm not going to say it's not, because I could have reached out and been like, "Hey, like, let's do something." Or, "Hey, like, you want to be friends?" Like when I was in I feel like in middle school, that's when you stop trying to do that and be like, "Hey, let's be friends." But in elementary school, I should have been like, "Hey, like, let's be friends." But no, it's more just like no one wanted, I was no one's first option, instead of no one wanted to hang out with me. Because it's not like I didn't hang out with anyone. Like I did have some one-offs or two-offs or stuff like that, where it's like I hung out with people, but they weren't my friends necessarily. Like I would hang out with them one time or two times, and I don't really remember what happened, if it was me not putting in the amount of effort that was needed for a friendship, or if it was, them cutting me off because of whatever reason. But I didn't hang out with that many people multiple times, if I did at all. And yeah, so that really affected me mentally going into high school, where everyone's much older, everyone's more, I would say, mature, but I feel like in freshman and sophomore year everyone's not mature, and then junior senior years where everyone starts getting more mature. But in freshman year, that's when I got my first like taste of having friends, kind of. And I had this friend group. Adam was in the friend group too. And um that was weird to me for a little bit. Like I remember having so much joy of finally hanging out with people, like being like, "Mom, like drive me up to this school so that way we could all hang out and play basketball." Like that was just stuff I didn't do growing up. Like I didn't leave the house when I was in elementary or middle school. I would go home, play whatever game, Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever, and just not talk to anyone. But yeah, I would hang out with them, and then yeah, we were friends all throughout high school, but they were not the best crowd to hang around with. And not saying like they were bad kids or anything. It's just like we all bonded over like little stuff. Like we all played the game together, or we all like sports. Like the same stuff me and Adam did, just me and Adam had more of a personal collection or connection because of, our families, our friends too. So, after high school, so I forgot, let me rewind a little bit. In high school, I did talk to more people, I would say. I say I was cool with everyone, but I didn't talk to anyone, if that makes sense. I talked to very few people, but no one hated me. I was chill with everyone. If you came to talk to me, I would talk to you. I would not go out of my way to talk to anyone. And that's kind of how I am now, too, I would say, in college. I am very just anti-social, I would say. Like, not anti-social, but like anti-confrontational. Like, I just don't want conversation, if that makes sense. Like, I do want conversation, but I just don't want to reach out to a conversation, or like, I don't know. It's just a weird feeling to have, and it's hard to explain. But yeah, in high school, we were all friends, and that was just a crazy time of having like my first real like friend group. And that's the first time I got to do anything at all. Like, that was the first time I had a sleepover, was in like my freshman year of high school. And I know that's like crazy for people to think about, like, oh, in middle school or elementary school people have sleepovers at their friends' houses. And not me. I didn't have my first sleepover until I was in high school. I didn't go out and do anything. I never did anything. Like, I never went to a concert or anything because I didn't have friends. I'm not the type of person to go and do something by myself. So, they really introduced me to doing stuff and live my life. So, eventually after high school, every friend group goes through this. There will become a maturity gap and a great separation. And if you're in high school, prepare for it. You can't really prepare for it, but you can try. And it's just the way life is. If you're a really strong friend group, you will stay connected. And that does not mean you have to hang out every day. It does not mean you have to hang out every month. It's just staying in each other's minds, hearts, even, and just staying with each other, if that makes sense. But yeah, after high school ended, the first year into college, um, so two of my friends went into like the workforce, and me and my other friend went into college. So this was like a group of five, and three of them went into the workforce. Me and this other guy went into college, and that really caused a maturity gap because I was a part of a early college program. I was really smart in high school, or in middle school too, and that caused me to go to early college as a junior in high school. So I would leave as soon as I got a car. I could leave high school early and go to college for the rest of the day. Like, I would get out after the third or fourth period and then go to college for one or two classes. And that helped me accumulate college credits. So I was already in college during this time, around people older than me, it was a community college. So around 30, 40 year olds, around these teachers who have taught for 40 years with great wisdom. And this caused me to get way more mature, way more faster, and not having friends and getting exposed to that. Like, not having friends, finally getting friends, kind of, yeah, I always felt behind. So I was really behind with everything. And then I got a very big jump in maturity and responsibility having to handle college classes. So I matured very quickly. And after we all graduated high school and we were in college and they were in the workforce, we all kind of separate a little bit. And I feel like they did not understand that I was, balancing a job and going to school. They did not recognize that I was trying to set myself up for a better future. and we ended up getting into a really dumb fight as a friend group. And I ended up basically getting cut out of the friend group, and that really bothered me for a while. And yeah, they basically dropped me, and that bugged me, and it really made me feel very low. And they ended up cutting my buddy Adam too, for a very similar reason they cut me, simply because we couldn't hang out as much, because our schedules could not align with them. And me and Adam having a sit down afterwards, after we both got kicked from the group chat, after we both got blocked on social medias, we had a discussion between me and him in a Discord call, just saying like how much more mature we are compared to them. Because knowing that life is not going to always align. Life is not going to align with anyone. If your life and your schedule aligns with someone else perfectly, you are going to get annoyed of them. If you hang out with someone every chance that you have free yourself and don't take that time and put it into yourself to better yourself, you're going to make yourself miserable. And you're going to get annoyed being around them. Eventually, they did reach back out, and we are somewhat cool now. We're on better terms. We're not blocking each other anymore. We recently did all hang out again, but they came and said that they were in the wrong and that they were not mature, and that's basically all I had to hear for them to admit. I just wanted admission of guilt. Like, they were telling me, like, their parents were like, why would you let Austin go? He's a really good friend. But I really wonder how different my life would have been if I was more social as a child, because I would have had more friends. I wouldn't have been so hurt by this departure of a friend group. And I know it's like weird to say, and I didn't talk to anyone when that friend group went under. My phone went dead. Okay, like, I know I said I talked to Adam. Okay, me and Adam probably talk once or twice a week. Text. We text once or twice a week. Other than that, I talked to literally no one during that time. And that time was around 6 to 9 months. It was somewhere around there. It was somewhere in November of last year. And they just recontacted me in last month. And it's August right now, so July. So that was a weird thing to experience. But yeah, I just really wanted to have a way to talk about how I'm feeling and get stuff off my chest. And I feel like this is a way to kind of do that, of having this kind of a channel or an outsource. But yeah, if anyone has any form of stories that they want to say of either a friend group breaking up or having anti-socialism as a child, I would love to hear it. I am going to be posting more videos like this. I do have plenty of topics I can talk about. I would love to say that I'm very, I wouldn't say open book, but I feel like I'm easier to talk. I'm more likely to talk when I can't show my face and everything. And this channel is not only going to be about deep mental talks either. There's also going to be talks about good times, stories, might do like some album reviews maybe. I don't know. This is basically just another channel of mine, so that way I can get away from what I wanted to do originally. What I wanted to do originally was just post Call of Duty content, and now Call of Duty is dead. I don't play that game anymore. I haven't played it in over a year. And you know, that's hard when you've built up a little bit of a community. I know it's a small community, but you know, 20K, imagine 20K or 30K people looking at you. That's an arena. That's, you know, that's a Pistons game. That's a Rockets game. That's a 76ers game. That's a Cavs game. Like that's an entire arena. That's a basketball court arena filled of people. So, you know, that's just what I wanted to come on here to say as like an intro to this channel and a first topic. But yes, I don't really know how to end it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say to get off my chest. Oh yes, there is one more thing. I am not going to be creating a TikTok or anything for this, like, purposely. Like, I'm not going to make a TikTok or anything promoting this. I'm going to let anyone who wants to, you can clip it, you can do whatever. I will make shorts for this channel. And I'm doing that for one reason. I'm going to be talking about very hard mental things on this channel, especially over the next few videos, because I do have some good topics that I really want to talk about. And I don't want anyone that I know personally, because I do know some of them do follow me on my normal account, on my Zezlet account, and I do not want them to worry or text me about it. So I do not want to be creating TikTok content on there about it. Now, if people clip this and to make it into a TikTok on their personal account, that's fine, whatever. Can't really force you to take it down. I would love if you tag me or make me or like say that you got it from me or something. But yeah, that's the whole reason. I just kind of want to like not promote this and just kind of, it's more for me. It's not to get views, it's not to make money. Like, obviously that is stuff that could come with it, and I'd be grateful that came with it, but this is more for me to get stuff off of my chest and off of my mind, and to really help with my mental health. And I think this is a good way. This is almost like talking to a therapist, just no one listening or no one hearing on my end. It's just me talking into a microphone, just looking at nothing. Just, I'm literally just staring at my OBS screen right now. But hope you guys have a very good rest of your day. Like I said before, if you have your own stuff you want to comment in the comment section below, please let me know. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. Peace.